Hello and welcome everybody. This is Not a Pro Gardener here on a beautiful day. Hope you're having a great one yourself. Now, today we are going to be transplanting our onion seed starts that we started in January. We already got the furrows made. We're going to put some drip tape down in there. We'll show you that. And then we are going to be amending the furrow with some organic fertilizer, pelletized fertilizer. And we'll talk about that a little bit. So we got 3 different bulbing onions, and we're going to do one row with 2 different varieties of the warrior bunching onion and the deep purple that we got. So we're going to go ahead and show you our drip system, how we got it set up. We're going to show you how we lay a drip tape down and amend the furrow, and then we're going to close it up. Show you the new tool. There's a new tool on this video we're going to be trying out for the first time, so we're hoping that cuts some of the time down on transplanting out here, because that's mainly what we do. So remember, plant for production. That's why we got all these rows so close together. It's going to be crammed, but you work with what you got. We're trying to grow food here, so that's why we got all these extra rows crammed in. So let's just see how it does. This will be the production plot. Okay everybody, so this is part of the drip system. Got a lot of stuff running on some hoses here. This is my setup here. We got a timer, particulate filter, ran to this plot here, the production plot. We're going to try to cram as much food as we can in here in order to have a good return for us to put up. The other hoses are ran to other plots and other things around here. So this is what we got. What we got to start with are these furrows that we made. We're going to be putting some drip tape in here. We'll kind of show you what we're going to do here with all this, and show you what we do. We're going to show you what we do with the drip tape and how we amend the furrow with the organic fertilizer. So stay tuned. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to pull our drip tape through this furrow and make sure the emitters are facing up. We're going to pull it through, and then we're going to show you how we hook it up here with our new punch tool, and then we're going to show you what we amend the furrow with, and then we will finish the rest of these furrows after that. Alright, so what you need to do is you have to make a nice square cut on this with a good pair of scissors. I usually cut it right in the middle of a 12-inch emitter spacing. The emitters on this drip tape are 12 inches apart, and this is an 8mm drip tape. Cut it as cleanly as you can. Next thing you want to do is you want to get your hole punch on here. Punch that in there. These are used starts from last year. This one has an on-off valve on it. You want to hear that click? Now, kind of open your drip tape up and slide. Get that on there, and then you're going to tighten that up. It's on there pretty good. And if you got your filter regulator combo from Haas Tools, it already comes with a pressure reducer. If you don't have a pressure reducer, it's going to blow these fittings apart like the one you just seen me attach together, so keep that in mind.
I grew up in a place where they told.
Alright, the next thing we want to do is we want to flush these lines before we get going, because usually there's some dirt that gets in there. So we're going to go ahead and turn the water on and let them flush the lines for a few minutes, and we're going to shut it off, and we're going to put these ends on here to close them off. All right, that's what you want. You want the water to come out of there nice and easy. Now that I think I got it flushed, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off and start putting them on there. All right, so what we're going to do is you got a small side. You got a small side and a big side. The small side goes on first. You double it up about 2 or 3 times. And it slides back in there just like that. Not coming off. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these done, and then we'll put the fertilizer in the furrow and close them up. Alright, so this is the fertilizer we're going to be using. This Nature Safe 855 has a hair bit of sulfur in it, which I'm going to use that for my onions for a pre-plant fertilizer, and that ought to do pretty good for those. Alright, so what we're using now is this Nature Safe 855 that has a little bit of sulfur in it, and that's going to benefit those onions better than the other granular fertilizers we have that are organic. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the furrow, and then we're going to zip them up. Alright, something you want to do is you want to make sure these lines are inflated with water fully before you close them, because otherwise your drip tape will move around and you want it to be right where you set it. So go ahead and do this, let them air up, and then cover them. Alright everybody, so this is the new tool that we got that we're going to try for our transplants this year. It's the dibble wheel, and it's going to lay them off about around an 8-inch or so spacing. So I think it'll be okay for these onions. I ain't going to have no issues with that. But we're going to go ahead and dibble these 4 rows here, and we're going to start dropping in transplant plugs. Alright everybody, so these are about the size transplant plugs you would like to have to put in the ground for your onions. Not all of mine are that size. Alright, so that row was a Sierra Blanca. Next I'm doing the candy onion. These transplants ain't too bad either. If you let the transplant plugs dry out more, the more dirt will come out with it, but it really doesn't matter with onions. They're pretty hardy. So we're going to go ahead and drop these in and cover them up. All right, everybody, so we got all these transplanted. We had our Sierra Blanca bulbing onion, our yellow candy bulbing onion, and our red Floyd bulbing onion. But we ran out of red Floyds halfway, so we put the rest of the white and the yellow transplants we had mixed in. So just to grow as much as we can, we just filled in with whatever we had left on that row. And then on this last row is our scallions. We had our warrior bunching onions on the front, and now we have our deep purple finishing out this last row here. And these two outer rows over here are going to be direct seeded spinach and carrots, but we're not going to do that on this video. We're going to have to cut that off and start another video for that one for the sake of uploading and time. But we appreciate you watching, and hopefully we can keep you updated on all these onions. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notified every time I come out with a new video. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.